justified. Just because media is considered is one of the most important pillar of democracy for the well functioning of democracy. So I think sufficient freedom must be given to media to provide us information and to do their own investigation for the sake of justice, which helps to shape up the thinking, ideas, and opinions of public according to changes take place in society. And one more thing is that uh, some people say that some people. Okay, thank you.
Any questions for the speaker? Thank you for the speech, sir.
Thank you.
I think there are no questions.
Can the judges ask question? In case there is no question?
Yes, of course, ma'am. Of course.
So, Sheikh Shahid, you talked about how media should be given enough freedom and that media just kind of upholds the integrity and maintains the transparency and media only shows us what the truth is and so they try and avoid getting the other officials corrupt. So my question to you is that how do you know that media is not corrupt? One thing. And don't you think that your speech got a little bit too idealistic? You're not speaking from the current scenario.
No, ma'am. I think my idea is not so idealistic because it's upon us to think what is right and what is wrong. Media has a right to express anything they want. So it's upon so as a prudent person, we should not be lame enough to believe what they say. So we must be prudent. Thank you.
Thank you. I think someone else also has a question. Can we take that because I took the chance?
Do we have time for it? Timekeepers?
No, sir. We just have 2 to 3 seconds and it's over.
So I don't think we can allow that anymore. Thank you, ma'am, for the question. Thank you, sir, for the speech. And we'll go for the next speaker for the motion, which is Ritika Singh.
Am I audible? No?
Yes, ma'am, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, moderator, for the opportunity. Good evening to one and all present over here, respected adjudicators and my dear fellow debaters. Today, Ritika Singh is in the favor of the motion that media keeps breaking rules to give breaking news. James Madison has stated, and I quote, "The truth is that all men having power are ought to be mistrusted." If there is one fundamental truth about media's impact on democracy, is that it amplifies human intent, both good and bad. And at its worst, it allows people to spread misinformation, fake news, fear-mongering, and propagandas. The mainstream media produces their own conspiracy theories. They manipulate the innocent and naive people through their trustworthy words. The mainstream media is so hungry of TRP rating that they can even incite the public. They make unqualified investigation analysis whenever a film star dies. They keep passing their judgment against the accused even before the court does that. And when they are busy making the conspiracy theories, they compromise the important event that is happening around the country and around the world, even as important as the pandemic. Reporters often try to make victims speak on the incident. Even in the cases of death, reporters rush to the incident and ask questions to the victims' families. Kindness, morality, ethics have been vanished in front of these media news channels, let alone the personal rights. Even the ex-CEO of PARC has been caught in the case of data manipulation of TRP rating. When the mainstream media sensationalized the unlawful killing of the accused of Priyanka Reddy by the police, it did its way to the heinous murders of Jairaj and his confederates. The law and order are the medicine for body politic, and when the body politic gets sick, medicine must be administered. Dr. Bhimrao Babasaheb Ambedkar rightly proposed a statement with the idea of administering medicine to the body politic when sick. In our constitution, the medicine is Article 19, Clause 2, which speaks about the restrictions where the freedom of speech becomes vicious and can harm the society, harm public order, defame other people, and can even incite an offense. We need to stop the news channels from risking the national security of the country just for TRP. National media's live coverage of 26/11 Mumbai terror attack did not serve any national interest or any social cause. On the contrary, they were acting in the commercial interest, putting national security in jeopardy. Undue sympathy in the name of freedom of speech would do more harm to the justice system than good, and it will undermine the public confidence in the efficacy of law, and the society could not long endure such serious threats. At last, I would like to conclude my speech with the words of James Madison that the liberty may be endangered by the abuses of liberty as well as the abuses of power. Thank you.
Thank you for your speech, ma'am. Any questions? I don't see anyone. Participants, you're free to ask questions now.
I had one, but am I allowed to ask another question like I've already said?
Yes, ma'am. There are no questions, so you can obviously.
Excuse me, you're muted.
Ma'am, yeah.
So I would like to ask, most of these participants, have spoken earlier, that we need to start these things, and then we can serendipity together. Don't you think that both of them have certain benefits from this starting business? Like, if they are selling their positive things, they would always want that negative thing to be captured and everything. This is a selling business going on for both of the parties, and they benefit together. Celebrities and media companies.
So I would like to answer from the place that the work of the media is to inform the uninformed masses and not misinform the masses. And if they're benefiting from TRP, they should not just get on the TRP train to spread the information. If they are true, they will be permitted to transfer. They will be transferred. This is the age of technology. We are not that naive that we do not know what is wrong and what is right. If we think that they are compatible and they are capable, they will be shared. I rest my answer. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for the speech, ma'am. We will move on to the next speaker against the motion, who is Sujato Saha. We have it here. I'll hand over the stage to you, sir.
নমস্কার, শুভ সন্ধ্যা সকলকে। আজকের বিতর্কের বিষয় হচ্ছে এই নিউজ চ্যানেলগুলো যে ব্রেকিং নিউজ করছে সেটা হচ্ছে নাকি ব্রেক রুলস করছে, মানে নিয়মকে ভাঙছে। অর্থাৎ আমাদের একটা বেসিক জিনিস জানা উচিত যে নিয়ম ভাঙতে গেলে নিয়ম থাকাটা দরকার। আমাদের নিয়ম নেই, তো নিয়ম না থাকলে ব্রেকিং রুলস এটা পুরোটাই একটা ব্যর্থ প্রচেষ্টা ডিবেটে, তাহলে এখানে কোনো রুলসই নেই। এবার আসলে পরের পয়েন্টে যে হচ্ছে আমাদের এখনকার দিনে সময় আরো সময়ের সাথে পরিবর্তনশীল। আমরা পরিবর্তন হয়েছি, নিউজ চ্যানেলেরও পরিবর্তন আছে। এবার আসলে নিউজ চ্যানেলের পরিবর্তন হচ্ছে, তো আমাদের হাতে প্রত্যেকের একটা করে সেলফোন আছে, এটা আমরা রাস্তায় যখন আমরা গুগল মিটে ডিবেটও করছি, তো আমাদের তো সময় নেই যে সকাল 7টার সময় কোনো নিউজ করলো সেটাকে গিয়ে রাত্রিবেলা 9টার সময় যে নিউজ ব্রেকিংটা আসবে সেখানে গিয়ে আমরা শোনা। মানে সবসময় আমরা আপডেট থাকতে আমরা পছন্দ করি, কারণ আমাদের কাছে যে মোবাইল ফোন আছে সেখানে সবসময় নোটিফিকেশন যুক্ত থাকে কোনো নতুন কোনো ঘটনা ঘটছে। তো এই ব্রেকিং নিউজ হচ্ছে একটা ফোকাস বলে একটা সংস্থা, যে যার সমীক্ষার মধ্যে জানা গেছে আমাদের জেনারেশন ছেলেমেয়েরা এখন নিউজ চ্যানেলের ব্রেকিং নিউজের উপরে বেশি ডিপেন্ডেন্ট। আমরা ওই হ্যাজারো নিউজ শুনতে চাই না। হ্যাজারো নিউজটা আমি কোটেট করলাম। এর পরবর্তী ক্ষেত্রে টিআরপি নিয়ে এত কথা হচ্ছে, টিআরপি নিয়ে অনেকগুলো কথা হলো যে টিআরপি কিন্তু আমাদের দ্বারাই আর যায়, মানে টেলিভিশন রেটিং যেটাকে বলা হচ্ছে। তো আমরা যদি হচ্ছে না দেখতে চাই তো আমরা বন্ধ করে দিতে পারি, অবশ্যই আমাদের হাতেই পুরোটা। আমরা তার মানে চাইছি ব্রেকিং নিউজটা দেখতে, তাই জন্যই আমাদেরকে দেখাচ্ছে, তাই জন্যই তারা টাকা কামাচ্ছে। তারা যখন টাকা কামাচ্ছে আমরাও দেখছি ব্রেকিং নিউজটা, কারণ ব্রেকিং নিউজ বলে একটা চ্যানেল আছে যেখানে কোনো ব্রেকিং নিউজ থাকে না, সেখানে নর্মাল নিউজ থাকে না, কিন্তু সেই নিউজটা আমরা দেখি না। আমরা প্রত্যেকে সেই একই সেই খসা ভেজা সেই মুঝে গাছ ধরে আমরা দেখতে পছন্দ করছি, আমরা সেটাকে নিয়ে কমিট করি, সেটাকে নিয়ে হাসি, সেটাই আমরা দেখি। এবার পরবর্তী জায়গায় দেখা যাবে অনেক সময় আমরা অনেক কিছু দেখাতে দেখি না, নিউজ চ্যানেল এবার দেখাচ্ছে না কারণ আমরা সেটা ভাবতে থাকি, কিন্তু অনেক সময় এটা হচ্ছে দায়িত্ব হয়ে পড়ে যে কিছু নিউজ দেখানো না, যাতে হচ্ছে কমিউনিটি দেখতে না পারে। তাহলে হচ্ছে আর পরবর্তী পর্যায়ে আমি একটা পয়েন্ট শেষ করতে চাই, যে হচ্ছে আমরা নিউজ চ্যানেল হচ্ছে ফোর্থ পিলার আমরা করছি। তো ফোর্থ পিলারের মধ্যে বাদ পড়ে যে তিনটে পিলার আছে আমাদের, সেই তিনটে পিলারের অবস্থা প্রচন্ড খারাপ। 4 নম্বর পিলারের উপর কাজ হয়েছে পুরো গণতন্ত্রটা আমাদের। এবার হচ্ছে যদি নতুন নিয়ম বানাতে হয়, নিয়মটা কে বানাবে? নিশ্চয়ই তিনটে পিলার থেকেই আসবে। সেই তিনটে পিলার যে নিয়ম বানায়, এই হাত কাজ কেটে কোষের চোখে চোখ রেখে যেটা কথা বললো, সে মেয়েটা কথা বলতে পারবে না। নতুন নিয়মের দ্বারা তাকে তার সাহায্যে যেটা তাকে মানে বেঁচে রাখা হবে, যাতে পুলিশ কোশ্চেন না করতে, পুলিশের যেন কোনো কোশ্চেন না করতে, সেই নিউজগুলো দেখাতে পারবে না। অর্থাৎ তাহলে ব্রেকিং নিউজ অবশ্যই নতুন রুলস আসা উচিত, নতুন রুলসের সাহায্যে এই নিউজের রাজটাকে বন্ধ করা উচিত। প্রতিমা মিশ্রের মতো মেয়েরা যাতে পুলিশের চোখে চোখ রেখে আন্দোলনটা এগিয়ে নিয়ে যেতে পারে, সেটা আমাদেরকে দেখা উচিত। আমি শেষে দুটো লাইন দিয়ে শেষ করতে ইন্দ্রনাথ চক্রবর্তী, বরং দিমাগ হও আস্থা রাখো তৃতীয় বিদ্যায়, বরং দিমাগ হও প্রশ্নের পাথরে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you for the question, sir. Thank you for the speech, sir. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? I think not. Then we'll move on to our next speaker.
I think there are questions. I think there are a couple of questions in the chat. Yeah, from Ritwan and Anupriti.
I can't. I apologize very much. I cannot.
But then I think Ritwan should get the chance because he has written it first.
Yes.
তো শাহিনবাগিতে সিএনআরসি নিয়ে প্রোটেস্ট বসেছিল, আমরা সবাই জানি সিএনআরসি আইনের বিরোধিতায় প্রোটেস্ট বসেছিল। তো সেখানেতে নিউজ নেশন এবং জি নিউজের সাংবাদিকদের মারা হয়েছে, সেটা আমরা টিভি পর্দাতে দেখেছি। তো সেই যে মারধরটা, সাধারণ মানুষ তো ছিলেন, সিএনআরসি বিরোধী আন্দোলন চলছিল, তো সেটা কি অসত্য ঘটনাকে যাতে ব্রেকিং নিউজ হিসাবে চালিয়ে না দেওয়া হয়, সেখানে কি প্রয়াস, যেটা সেখানে তাদেরকে মারধর করে প্রতিহত করে রাখার চেষ্টা হয়েছিল এই সাংবাদিকদেরকে?
একটু করে ছোট করে কোশ্চেনটা করে মানে মেইন জিনিসটা কি আরেকবার একটু করে কোশ্চেনটা বুঝতে পারলাম না।
আচ্ছা, তো বলতে চাইছি যে আমি যে সিএনআরসি যে আন্দোলনটা চলছিল, সিএনআরসি আন্দোলন হচ্ছে নিউজ নেশন এবং জি নিউজ এই দুটি সংস্থার সাংবাদিকদের মারা হয়েছিল। আচ্ছা, এবার আমার প্রশ্নটা হচ্ছে যে তারা তো গায়ে হাত দিয়েছিলেন, তারা তো সাধারণ মানুষ, অসংখ্য মানুষ মারধর করেছিলেন, তো তারা কি চাইছিলেন? তারা চাইছিলেন, সাধারণ মানুষ কি চাইছে যে অসত্য ঘটনা যাতে টেলিভিশনের পর্দায় না চলে আসে, সেটাকে প্রতিহত করবার জন্য কি সাংবাদিকদের গায়ে হাত পড়েছিল? এটাই আমার প্রশ্ন।
আচ্ছা, আরেকটা কথা যেটা হচ্ছে সাংবাদিকদের গায়ে হাত পড়েছে কেন পড়েছে, সেটা হচ্ছে সেখানকার পরিস্থিতির উপর ডিপেন্ড করে। অনেক সময় হচ্ছে মানুষ ভায়োলেন্ট হয়ে ওঠে। কেন ভায়োলেন্ট হয়ে ওঠে? অনেক সময় সংবাদ চ্যানেলে দেখুন, পয়েন্ট হ্যাজ টু সাইড, পয়েন্টের দুটো দিক আছে। যেমন সংবাদ চ্যানেল অনেক সময় খুব ভালো ভালো খবর দেখাচ্ছে, অনেক সময় খারাপ খবরও দেখাচ্ছে। তো অনেক সময় খারাপ ওই খবরগুলোকে মানুষ নিতে পারছে না, তো তখন তারা ভায়োলেন্ট হতেই পারে। কিন্তু ভায়োলেন্ট হওয়াটা হচ্ছে মারাটা কোনো সলিউশন না, অবশ্যই আর কিছু ভাবে করতে হতো, কিন্তু মারাটা কোনো সলিউশন না। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you for this speech, sir. Thank you for the questions. That was very interesting. A change of language, a change of pace. Now let's move on to the next participant for the motion, which is Devushmita Mondal. We have her here. Devushmita Mondal, we have her, and I'll hand over the stage to you. Ma'am, you're muted. Devushmita Mondal.
Does she know that she's on mute?
I am
in charge. Look into the matter.
Devushmita Mondal, it's your turn. Ma'am, you're on mute.
Yes, so sorry for the interruption.
The time starts now. I'll hand over the stage to you.
Am I audible first of all?
Yes, ma'am. You are now.
Thank you everyone.
A very good evening to each and everyone present here. Today, I, Devoshmita, would like to speak on the topic mentioned in the favor of the topic name. India has the greatest advantage in the whole world. It has the greatest freedom of press, which is not present in the other country. Like we can take the example of China, while we can take the example of Bangladesh or North Korea. This is not present. While taking this greatest advantage, as everything has an advantage, every people takes out to find out a loophole out of it, and the loophole they find it out and try to misuse it in every way possible. Same case is happening with our press too. Our national news channels, mainly the news channels, are trying to create fake news, meaning any news is whatever is present in this country or in the world for the breaking out their TRPs. For them, past few months ago, I would like to tell that the press was the mainly Republic TV and the NDTVs and different TV channels were trying to mislead the Sushant Singh Rajput case, which was a very hot topic throughout the India. While at the same time, there were various cases and the various things which was going on. Like there was a huge economical crisis which India was going through, but nobody gave a special emphasis to it. While the government also stayed aloof and didn't want it to be shown into the TVs. And while entering into the while again we can see that there is the news channels are also starting to break the rules of the Indian Constitution. The right to privacy, the Article 21 of the Indian Constitution, which was really a great factor which was fighting for all the human rights and every activist in this India, were got it while they started to intrude into that. The Deepika Padukone's WhatsApp chat, they were started showing to something about while that's not at all presentable in in the news channel. The main motto of that shouldn't be just for that, just to get the TRPs. The truth should be taken out of it. While the US, I really think that just like the US President Donald Trump has been provoking the people and trying to revolt and mislead each and everything, I think misleading has been also done by the news channels. While the Sushant Singh Rajput, as I said previously, the Sushant Singh Rajput case was going on, they started checking out different cases while there has been no clue. While they started harassing Priya Chakraborty, then bring out drugs and abuses and everything, whatever was not required, then nepotism only.
The time is over, fortunately. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions that I cannot see in the chat? Can anybody confirm, please?
None as of now, Soumojit Saha.
Okay, so there are no questions.
If you do not ask a question, the speaker gets a full marks. So please.
Yes.
Yes, I would like to ask a question.
Arundhati, we pass the mic on to you.
If there is nobody, then I would like to ask a question if nobody is like having an issue.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can.
Yeah.
We don't have any
So, Devoshmita, you were talking about Sushant Singh Rajput throughout your speech, and you were talking about economic crisis. So, what do you think? Like personally, I would like to know that will you like go through that economic crisis by your own, or you would prefer knowing what is happening into such cases in your country, like around? Like, will you just prefer choosing that over Sushant Singh Rajput? Like, personally, would you go and research, or you would just like shift on to economic crisis? What would be your choice?
Thank you, Arundhati. Can I answer it, first of all? Okay. Thank you, Arundhati, for this wonderful question. First of all, Arundhati, we are law students, definitely. We are going to research. We are going to find out whatever is required and present for it. But not the normal people. Whenever the news is has been seen by almost half of the population of the India. Even the half of the law student watches the news channels for other references. Now, if they are having a right to press, that doesn't mean that they will be doing whatever they feel
purpose. Answer, we move on to our next participant against the motion, which is Obrogona Pramanik. Do we have her here?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you are, ma'am. I'll pass on the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Obrogona Pramanik. Today, the topic of our debate is, this house believes that news channels are breaking rules to give breaking news, and I'm against the motion. Media is considered the fourth pillar of democracy. Media makes us aware of the various social, political, economic activities happening around the world. News channels strengthen the democracy by taking steps to ensure transparency in government. They are taking the responsibility to question the government on behalf of the people. News channels try to grab the attention of the public for the news that have importance. So, breaking news are a part and parcel of news channels to keep the news public informed about the news, about the important happenings of the society. As the news channels try to do their own freedom, careful to do their duties well, they cannot protect the criminals. Every now and then, we listen to corruption cases being exposed. How have they been exposed? Yes, by the reporters who take risks in trying to find out the inside and the privileged information. Generally, news channel owners want everybody to view the breaking news in these channels. So, they send the reporters to investigate into the matters and think how to improve our experience, how to keep us more informed about any incident. 24/7 news channels help people in staying aware of the happenings around the world. They report the news by risking their lives that are authentic and genuine and to portray that what is going on in our world. They even report under the worst environmental. My friends are actually mentioning about the paid channels with paid news, which are like advertisement paid by the advertiser. But they are not in majority. There are presently 892 news channels in India, and few of them are paid, and hence we cannot defend the total reporting community. Moreover, viewer awareness TRP will come down, and they will stop making that fake and creative sensational news. So, it is our duty to eliminate those channels from our viewing news. We cannot forget the journalists like Gauri Lankesh who criticized and stood against Hindu nationalist Vikram Joshi in UP, Israel Moses in Chennai while investigating the drug abuse case. These journalists laid their life for the sake of journalism. Recent incident of attack on Capitol in USA and farmers' protest bill was put forward by some of the responsible journalists in media. So, long live democracy together with all.
Thank you for the speech, ma'am. Are there any questions?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, Shahid Ahmed.
Oh, I have a question. Hello.
Soumojit Datta, I'm really sorry to interrupt once more. I think Anukriti asked for a question before.
Yes, with Anukriti has already. Okay, Anukriti has asked for a question. Okay, Anukriti can. Yes, Anukriti was first. I'm sorry, Shahid.
My audio.
Yes, you are, ma'am.
Okay, so my question to the speaker is, can you please tell, like, in the last previous years, how many corruption cases does any of the news channels, big news channels have uncovered, or any reporters who have done in the past 1 or 2 years? Anytime any corruption cases come up, how do we come to know? We come to know about any corruption case from the media only. We are not researching. We come to know about any corruption case from the news channels. Can I cross question, sir?
No, ma'am, you can't, unfortunately.
Okay.
Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the answer. And thank you for the speech. We will now call upon our next speaker for the motion, which is Anakriti, back to yourself. I'll pass the stage on to you, ma'am.
I'm really sorry to interrupt this call. Arundhati, can you please mute yourself? You're not speaking,
Yeah,
so if you can just... Yeah, all right.
Yes, ma'am, you can start.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Okay, I'm really sorry for the rest previously. Good evening to the respected adjudicators and my fellow mates. Today I'm going news channels job or the main reason of their origin was to public opinion, to be a public watchdog. But presently I see relating the term public watchdog or public opinion with the channel is quite funny. Because they have turned is just a center for gaining TRPs. They can do anything for getting TRPs, and for that extent they can also go on breaking laws. I would like to place one example which will make it clear. During the Tablighi Jamaat case, the mainstream media irresponsible and ignorant behavior throughout in every only thing that they did was polarizing one community. They blamed the community, they harassed the community, and it was India, which is secular in nature, it could have caused riots or something more serious in between the pandemic. Was such behavior necessary? Job of the news channel to place forward the facts and truth things. Presently, so this things make clear that news channel has really turned into nothing but TRP. They can go to any extent. They don't care India's security. They don't care what the public thinks anymore. They are only cared about TRP. The one thing that I want to mention one more is that the news channels are just a hub of TRPs. They either politicize a matter or communalize it. They think that is the only thing they can do. Lastly, I would like to end my speech with the Delhi High Court's Rajiv Sandhekar's bench statement, and here I quote: "You represent the fourth pillar and the people are scared about the condition of fourth estate in this country." And I totally agree with Mr. Rajiv Sandhekar because it's serious condition of the fourth estate pillar of the body. Thank you.
Thank you for the speech, ma'am. Do you have any questions? Kostur has a question. So, can we have it? Yes, I don't see any other questions. So, yes.
আমি অনুষ্ঠিত একটা প্রশ্ন করতে চাই যে একটা প্রশ্ন করতে
I apologize. I didn't see Obrukona's questions. I'm sorry, sir. She asked first. I apologize. It's my mistake. Yes, ma'am. I'm very sorry for that. And Obrokona, you can question first. I'm very sorry, Kostur. I apologize. I should have been more vigilant. I apologize. And Obrokona, if you would ask the question, ma'am.
So I'm not able to hear the question.
Where are we? I think she's having some network issues. We can pass.
Your phone. My dear.
Yeah, I think she's having network issues. So maybe we should pass the question of the opportunity on to Kostur. He's been very eager. Kostur, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, please ask the question, sir.
আচ্ছা অনুপ্রীতি আমাদের একটি প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে যে এই ব্রেকিং নিউজ আমার চ্যানেল অর্থাৎ রিপাবলিক টিভি আর সামথিং এলস, রিপাবলিক টিভি আর ডিডি বাংলা, তুই কোনটা চুজ করবি দেখার জন্য?
Hello?
Yes,
Am I
ma'am.
audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Can I answer this in Bengali or
Your choice, ma'am. You've spoken in English. Ask the question in Bengali. Your choice.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you're not audible. Answer.
Ma'am, sir, I was like, would I continue in English?
Yes, you can. You can speak in Bengali.
Okay.
Your choice.
It's so hello Kapoor. I would like to answer this in this way that it's on the audience which the person will watch. Like I can go for DD Bangla and I can also watch for Republic TV. It's on me, but it is the duty of the news channel. They should doesn't mean that if I'm not watching Republic TV or if I'm not watching DD Bangla, the other one will start showing whatever they will like for sensationalizing the topic. Because I'm not watching, it is possible the other person is watching, it is possible the others more are watching, so it is possible, right? And there are most of the channels who try to sensationalize it rather than, there is only few channels who put forward the true facts, whether others are mostly engaged in sensationalizing and putting forward topics which is good for your TRP.
Thank you for that question, sir. Thank you for the answer, ma'am. That was a very interesting question, a very interesting take. So we should move on to our next participant. For the motion, against the motion, I apologize again. And that will be Madurai Sinha. Oh no, I'm sorry. Ritubon Shorkat. I apologize again. My lack of vigilance. Ritubon Shorkat against the motion. We have him here. Yes, we do. We pass on the stage to you, sir. Ready when you are.
নমস্কার, শুভ সন্ধ্যা। সবাই উপস্থিত বিচারক মণ্ডলীকে আমার সম্মান জানাই এবং সকলকে আমার তরফ থেকে ইংরেজি নববর্ষের প্রীতি শুভেচ্ছা এবং অভিনন্দন জানাই। আজকে যে সবার বিষয় তার আমি বিপক্ষে বলবো। সবার প্রথমে যে বিষয়টির উপর আমি আলোকপাত করতে চাই সেটা হচ্ছে ব্রেকিং নিউজ। আচ্ছা, ব্রেকিং নিউজের বাংলা যদি করা হয় খুব সমস্যার কাজ এটা, তাও বলা যেতে পারে বিশেষ মনোগ্রাহী সংবাদ। এখানে সমস্যাটা যে বিশেষ মনোগ্রাহী সংবাদ আমার কাছে একরকম হতে পারে, অন্য কারোর কাছে আরেক রকম হতে পারে। আমার কাছে হয়তো দেখা গেল ডোভার লেনের খবরটা বেশি গুরুত্বপূর্ণ, আবার অন্য কারোর কাছে হয়তো চেলসির জয় পরাজয়টা বেশি গুরুত্বপূর্ণ। ঠিক তেমন ভাবে যে নিয়মের কথা বলা হচ্ছে, যে সংবাদ চ্যানেলের পদ্ধতি, রুলস, নিয়ম এর কথা বলা হচ্ছে, তো সেক্ষেত্রে একই জিনিস আমি বলতে চাই যে আমার কাছে হয়তো সেই জিনিসটা পছন্দ নাও হতে পারে, যে কোনো সংবাদ চ্যানেল হয়তো একটু বেশি অ্যাগ্রেসিভ ভাবে বলছে, কিন্তু অন্য কারোর কাছে হয়তো দেখা গেল যে সে মনে করছে না এটাই ঠিক, সংবাদ চ্যানেলের এইটুকু স্বাধীনতা তো থাকা উচিত। তো ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে এটাই, আমরা কেমন ভাবে কোন জিনিসটাকে নেব। এই কথাটা মনে রাখতে হবে যে সংবাদ সংস্থা কিন্তু একটি সামাজিক সংস্থা, নিউজ চ্যানেলগুলো কিন্তু সামাজিক একটি সংস্থা। তো সেই ক্ষেত্রে যদি তারা কেবলমাত্র দৈনন্দিন ঘটনা ধারা বিবরণী দিয়ে যায়, তাহলে কিন্তু সেটা যে কতটা আমাদের পক্ষে মনোগ্রাহী হবে সেটা কিন্তু একটা বিশেষ গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ব্যাপার। উদাহরণস্বরূপ আমরা ডিডি বাংলার কথা বলতে পারি, যে ডিডি বাংলার খবর আমরা কেউ সেরকম দেখি না। আরেকটি যে বিষয় গুরুত্বপূর্ণ সেটি হচ্ছে যে আজকে কেবলমাত্র খবর পাওয়ার উৎস কেবলমাত্র সংবাদ চ্যানেল, টিভি চ্যানেলগুলি কিন্তু নয়, বিভিন্ন ইউটিউব, ফেসবুক, সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া সব জায়গায় কিন্তু বিভিন্ন রকমের সংবাদ চ্যানেলে কিন্তু ছেড়ে গেছে। তো এই সামাজিক বিভিন্ন রকম মাধ্যমকে কেন্দ্র করে যে সংবাদ চ্যানেলগুলি ছেড়ে যাওয়ার ফলে আজকে গোটা যে মার্কেট, গোটা সংবাদ যে সংস্থাগুলো চলছে তাদের কাছে কিন্তু খোলা মার্কেটে পরিণত হয়ে গেছে। সুতরাং আমাদের পক্ষে কিন্তু যেটা সত্য সেটাকে গ্রহণ করবার এবং যেটা সত্য না অসত্য বলে মনে হয় সেটাকে বর্জন করার একটা জায়গা এসে উপস্থিত হয়েছে। এবং আমরা তো মানুষ, আমাদের তো বিবেক বুদ্ধি রয়েছে, তো যেটা সত্য যেটা মিথ্যা সেটাকে যদি আমরা গ্রহণ না করতে পারি সবকিছুর মধ্য থেকে, তাহলে আমরা মানুষ কি করে হলাম। আর একটা বিষয় গুরুত্বপূর্ণ হচ্ছে যে আমরা খবরের চ্যানেলগুলোর উপরে কি আশা করতে পারি, খবরের চ্যানেলগুলি কি সংবাদ আমাদের কাছে দিতে পারে। তো আমরা যদি দেখি আজকে আমাদের ফোনে মোবাইলের সামনে কিন্তু খুললে সমস্ত রকমের সংবাদপত্র সমস্ত রকমের খবর কিন্তু চলে আসছে, ফলে আমাদের পক্ষে কিন্তু এই যে আমাদের টপিকের বিষয় হচ্ছে নিউজ চ্যানেল, সেই নিউজ চ্যানেলে যাওয়ার কিন্তু খুব একটা দরকার আর থাকছে না। আচ্ছা, নমস্কার।
Thank you for your speech, sir. I think 3 minutes is over. Yes, any questions? Anukriti Banerjee has the sole question. Do they have any other questions that I missed in the chat? Can anybody confirm? No? Then I pass on the stage to Anukriti. Please answer.
So, sir, you said that. Okay, hello. Can I ask?
Yes.
Okay, so you said, sir, that it's totally on the audience that what the audience should watch, and the news channel can talk whatever they want and whatever speech or whatever, it's on the audience to choose. So don't you think this jeopardizes the fourth pillar of democracy, this statement which we say in regard to the news channels or the media?
সরি, এখানে আমার একটা
ঠিক আছে, sir, can I ask in Bengali?
I think the moderator can translate if the interjector has a problem translating.
Okay, so ma'am, can you please repeat your question?
I can ask in Bengali too if sir, if anyone on the moderator sir has no issue with that.
You're comfortable with that?
Okay. তো স্যার আমি যেটা জিজ্ঞেস করতে চাইছি সেটা হচ্ছে যে আপনি বলছেন যে নিউজ চ্যানেল কোনটা কি দেখবো এটা অডিয়েন্সের উপর ডিপেন্ড করে, তো নিউজ চ্যানেল যা ইচ্ছা তাই বলতে পারে, তো এটা নিউজ চ্যানেলের যে আমরা নিউজ চ্যানেলকে যে ফোর্থ পিলার অফ ডেমোক্রেসি বলছি সেই ক্যারেক্টারটাকে জিওপোর্টাইজ করে দিচ্ছে না?
এখানে সবার গুরুত্বপূর্ণ কথা সেটা হচ্ছে যে আজকে সমস্ত নিউজ এজেন্সিগুলি খোলা মার্কেটে চলে এসেছে এবং সেক্ষেত্রে আমাদের অস্বীকার করবার জায়গা নেই যে যদি সংবাদ সংস্থাগুলি কেবলমাত্র খবর পরিবেশনের মধ্যে সীমাবদ্ধ থাকে তাহলে তাদের বাজার চলবে না, যাদের বাজার না চলে তাহলে যে সংবাদপত্র থাকবেন তাদের সাংবাদিকরা থাকবে। তো সেই দিক থেকে আমার যেটা মনে হয় যে সংবাদ চ্যানেল যাই দেখাক না কেন সেটা আমাদের ব্যক্তিগত ব্যাপার যে আমরা কোনটাকে নেব। আর একটা কথা, আমরা যেটাকে দেখছি বলে সংবাদ চ্যানেলগুলো কিন্তু ঘুরিয়ে করে সেই জিনিসটাই দেখায়। আচ্ছা, আমার উত্তর দেওয়া হয়ে গেছে।
Thank you for the answer. Thank you for the question, ma'am. We should move on to our next speaker for the night, for the evening. Shakti Shivam for the motion. Shakti Shivam, is he there? Can the organizers please confirm if Shakti Shivam is there?
No, we don't have Shakti here.
We unfortunately don't have Shakti here. So we will be moving on to the next speaker for the motion, Imi Ansari. Imi Ansari, can the organizers confirm if Imi Ansari is here? He is there. I will pass the stage on to you, sir. We're ready when you are.
You are not audible, sir.
So you're not audible. I think he's having some network issues. Ansari, sir, you're not audible.
Can you please quickly rejoin the meeting?
Or you can try removing his earphones software.
Yeah, just try removing your earphones and replugging it again. Hello, guys.
Yes.
I'd like to be sure whether I'm audible or not.
Yes, you're audible now.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone.
The stage is all yours, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. And my warm greeting to all of you who are gathered here. So, today's topic is news channels are breaking rules just to keep breaking. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. This is Intra, and today I am speaking for the most. I would believe that news channels are breaking news rules to keep breaking. First of all, I must say that they have the fundamental right of free speech and expression. But let me tell you about a recent case which was passed by the Jammu and Kashmir court, that the fundamental right of a news channel is not greater than the right of an individual person. So, I must say, news channels keep aware people of what is happening in the society. But in the contrary, they are not doing their job properly, which they are supposed to do. I think many of you must be familiar with the recent case of the Tablighi Jamaat congregation, where what happened, let me tell you. News channels were targeting Muslim community by making hateful reports upon them. And as they are not supposed to do something like this, because there are some professional ethics, they are not supposed to go beyond that. Right? So, if you see nowadays, they are creating hype over a petty situation and they are spreading rumors to a particular matter and they are misleading people and they are making panic among people. So now let me tell you why they are doing this thing. Since there are several news channels and there is a huge competition among them, so they want to crave the public intention to get their name in the premium list. And there are some news channels as well who tend to break the rule to give breaking news firstly. But if you see in our country, people only react without realizing about the fact. Now I would like to conclude my presentation by saying that government must impose some restriction among them which they broadcast to their news channels which they are not supposed to broadcast.
So like time is up. I'd like to
thank you.
Any questions? We have a question from Obrukona Pramanik. Do you have anybody else?
Yeah, please ask.
Yes, ma'am. The floor is yours.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes,
Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am, you are. Please ask the question.
Yes, sir. As a viewer, if we are finding that a news channel is spreading rumors, as you have told, like Muslim community, they are
Yeah, they were targeting.
Yes, they were targeting again and again. Then why can't we just switch on to next channel? Why are we increasing their TRP? Why can't we just...
Let me tell you, we are not supposed to switch our channel, because being a fourth pillar of constitution, they are not supposed to do something like this, because they are a fourth pillar of our constitution. How we can imagine from them? Just let me tell you how we can imagine from them. Our constitution. Why we are supposed to change our channels? Why they are not supposed to change upon their content? I hope I am clear to you.
Thank you for the question, ma'am. Thank you for the answer, sir. We will move on to our next speaker against the motion, that is Madhura. Is Madhura here? Yes, Madhura Sinha is there. The stage is all yours, ma'am.
নমস্কার, আমি মধুরা সিনহা। আজকে আমাদের বিতর্কের বিষয় হচ্ছে নিউজ চ্যানেলগুলি আমাদের ব্রেকিং নিউজ দেওয়ার জন্য নিয়ম ভাবছে। তো আমি এই মতের বিপক্ষে আমার মত পোষণ করি। সবার আগে আমাদের জানতে হবে যে ব্রেকিং নিউজটা কি। ব্রেকিং নিউজ হচ্ছে যে খুব সংক্ষিপ্ত কিছু খবর, যেগুলো অন্যান্য খবরের সঙ্গেই নিউজ চ্যানেলগুলিতে দেখানো হয়, এবং এই খবরগুলো যেগুলো হয়তো সংবাদ পাঠক বা পাঠিকা পড়ে না, হয়তো কোনোভাবে স্ক্রিনে দেখানো হয় বা পড়া হলেও খুব সংক্ষেপে করা হয়, যেটা সারাদিনের বিভিন্ন খবরের মধ্যে অত্যন্ত জরুরি খবরগুলোকে আমাদের সামনে তুলে ধরে। তো এই ব্রেকিং নিউজের সঙ্গে নিয়ম ভাঙার কোনোরকম ব্রেকিং নিউজের সঙ্গে নিয়ম ভাঙার কোনোরকম যোগাযোগ আমি অন্তত দেখতে পাই না। তার কারণ হচ্ছে আমাদের সংবাদ মাধ্যম হচ্ছে গণতন্ত্রের চতুর্থ স্তম্ভ, আর এই নিউজ চ্যানেলগুলো মাধ্যমের ক্ষেত্রে আমাদের যে ব্রেকিং নিউজগুলো দেখা যায়, বর্তমান যুগে আমাদের যে কম্পিটিশন বেড়ে চলেছে, সেখানে আমাদের কারোর হাতে অতক্ষণ সময় নেই যে 2 ঘন্টা 3 ঘন্টা ধরে আমরা একটা খবর দেখবো, বা একটা খবর যেটা হয়তো পেরিয়ে গেছে, আমাদের দেখা হয়নি, সকাল থেকে সময় পাইনি, তো রাত্রিবেলা হয়তো 5-10 মিনিটের মধ্যে ব্রেকিং নিউজটুকু আমরা দেখে নিলাম যে কি হয়েছে সারাদিনে বা সমাজে কি ঘটছে। আসলে ব্রেকিং নিউজগুলো এরকম নয় যে শুধুমাত্র টিআরপি বাড়ানোর জন্য। ব্রেকিং নিউজের মধ্যে কিন্তু যদি সংবাদ মাধ্যমরা শুধুমাত্র টিআরপি বাড়ানোর জন্য চাইতো, তাহলে কিন্তু তারা সরকারের যে ভুলগুলো তারা আমাদের চোখের সামনে তুলে ধরে, বিভিন্ন রাজনৈতিক চর্চা, বিভিন্ন ব্যক্তিত্বের মন্তব্য, বিভিন্ন অপরাধ, করাপশন, এই সব কিছু তারা আমাদের সামনে তুলে ধরে। সবকিছু কিন্তু ব্রেকিং নিউজের মাধ্যমে। তাহলে শুধুমাত্র যদি টিআরপি বাড়ানোর জন্য হবে, তাহলে কিন্তু তারা তোষামত করেই কাটিয়ে দিতে পারতো। সরকারি তোষামত করলেও কিন্তু ব্রেকিং নিউজ চলতো। কিন্তু সেক্ষেত্রে এবার আমার বক্তব্য হচ্ছে যে টিআরপি বাড়ছে, এবার সেখানে দর্শক দেখছে একটা বাণিজ্যিক সঙ্গে ব্রেকিং নিউজকে লিঙ্ক করার কোনো দরকার নেই। আর ভিকটিমকে প্রশ্ন করে বিরক্ত করা একটা অপরাধ, সেখানে ভিকটিমের কিছু বলার তো জায়গা থাকা দরকার। আজকে সোশ্যাল মিডিয়ায় যদি ভিকটিম কোনো কথা বলতে পারে, তাহলে নিউজ মিডিয়ায় কেন নয়? নিউজ মিডিয়ায় যদি ভিকটিম কথা বলতে পারে, তাহলে সেক্ষেত্রে জনমত গঠন হবে। যারা পড়াশোনা করতে পারে না বা যারা পড়তে পারে না, তারাও কিন্তু সংবাদ দেয়। যখন তারা সংবাদ দেখবে, তখন তারা কিন্তু এই নিউজ মিডিয়াগুলো থেকে এই কথাগুলো জানতে পারবে, একটা জনমত তৈরি হবে, একটা সুবিচার ব্যবস্থা তৈরি হবে তার থেকে। তাহলে আমরা আর কিছু চ্যানেল যদি ফেক নিউজ বা ভুল খবর বা যা কিছু দিচ্ছে, তাহলে সেক্ষেত্রে বাকি চ্যানেলগুলো যদি ঠিকঠাক খবর দেয়ও, তাহলে সেক্ষেত্রে আমরা তো এটা বলতে পারি সব চ্যানেলই সেই কাজটা করছে। দোষের মধ্যে ভুল থাকে, তো সেই হিসেবে কিছু চ্যানেল, কিছু মানুষ যেমন দোষ করে, কিছু চ্যানেলও ভুল করতে পারে, কিন্তু সে বিষয়ে আমরা এটা কখনোই বলবো না যে সবাই ভুল করছে। এবং অ্যাজ এ হোল নিউজ চ্যানেলগুলো কিন্তু ব্রেকিং রুলস তো নেই সেইভাবে, কিন্তু তারা কিন্তু রুলস ভাঙছে। আর যে কোনো ডিবেটার আছে?
I think 3 minutes is over. Are there any questions? Kriti is already asked. Are there any other questions?
Said.
Shahid Ahmed, he has a question. Anukriti, I apologize, but you've already asked a question, so we'll pass on the opportunity to Shahid.
It's okay, sir.
ম্যাডাম বললেন যে কিছু সংখ্যক মিডিয়া ভুল করছে তো তাদেরকে একটু বাইরে রাখা যায়। তো আমি বলতে চাই কিছু সংখ্যক যারা ভুল করছে ওদের তো বিয়ার্স আছে, ওদের তো মানুষ কিছু দেখছে, তো তাদের মাথার মধ্যেও একটা পারসেপশন তৈরি হচ্ছে, নোংরা পারসেপশন তৈরি হচ্ছে, সেটাকে কিভাবে মানে ইয়ে করা যাবে, ড্যামেজ করা যাবে?
Ma'am, the question has already been asked. The time is running. Okay, there was a network drop. Your question?
ম্যাডাম বললেন যে কিছু সংখ্যক মিডিয়া ভুল করছে তো তাদেরকে একটু বাইরে রাখা যায়। তো আমি বলছি যারা ভুল করছে তাদেরও ভিউয়ার্স আছে, তাদেরকেও কিছু সংখ্যক মানুষ দেখছে, তো তাদের মাথায় যে পারসেপশন, নোংরা পারসেপশন তৈরি হচ্ছে সেটাকে কিভাবে হাঁটানো যাবে?
দেখুন, এখন এক্ষেত্রে তো কিছু করা যায় না, কারণ এটা মানে আমি একজন দেখছি না বা সবাই মিলে যেতে দেখছে, ফলে এখানে লিগাল অ্যাকশন নেওয়া যেতে পারে। এক্ষেত্রে আমাদের দেশে আইন আছে, আদালত আছে, তো সেক্ষেত্রে সেইখানে গিয়ে কোনো লিগাল স্কোপ হবে। তো সেক্ষেত্রে আমরা সমস্ত নিউজ চ্যানেলের এগেন্সে এই আরোপটা লাগাতে পারি না যে সবাই রুল ব্রেক করছে। কেউ কেউ রুল ব্রেক করেছে, তো সেক্ষেত্রে তাদের এগেন্সে অ্যাকশন নেওয়া হবে। সবার এগেন্সে তো এই কথাটা আমরা বলতে পারি না, কারণ এটা তো অ্যাজ এ হোল আমরা যেহেতু ডিবেটের টপিকে আসছি, তাহলে সবার ক্ষেত্রে সব জায়গাতে বলতে হবে। তো আমার মনে হয় যে কিছুর জন্য তো সবাইকে আমরা দোষী করতে পারি।
Thank you for the question. Thank you for the answer. And let's move on to the next speaker, which is Shahid Ahmed for the motion. Shahid,
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, you are. The stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for giving me the opportunity in today's platform. The topic of this debate is very clear. Are news media breaking the rules or not? First of all, breaking news is a part of news media. So this is not a linear thing. So cannot differentiate both of them. So when I am talking about breaking news, that means I am directly pointed towards the media freedom. Now comes the main point. You know, in the 3rd century, there was a popular game in the Rome, which is called Roman circus. What happened there? In that particular time, Roman kings made someone as a criminal, and that criminal took into the huge stadium to fight with wild animals until death. The reason is to focus all the people into one center and to objectify their political idea. Nowadays, news media replaced this Roman circus, and they are doing all this kind of circus. Without any kind of deterrent, without any kind of proven facts, they are branding someone as a villain, someone as a criminal. The victims are become stigmatized by the instant criminal, jihadi, anti-national, and so on. You care about your freedom of speech, you are enjoying your constitutional right. What about me? What about my liberty? You see, nowadays, we don't have the much time what actually going on inside the news. So we rely upon the breaking news. And breaking news are taking these undue advantages. Lies after lies, false, fabricated. Lot of sensitization news is pouring inside our mind. And it's actually create a biased perception against one community or against one person. And to be very honest, you create by the breaking news, you are creating a perception and you are opening a mob to decide what is right and what is wrong. You can run a breaking news 24 hours. Nobody is objecting. But you cannot incite a violence directly or indirectly. You cannot make a derogative comment against anyone. It has subject to be restrained. It has subject to be civilized. The breaking news should come with sense of responsibility. You cannot enjoy the absolute freedom that you can run whatever you want. No, you cannot run whatever you want. It has subject to be restrained. It has subject to be civilized, subject to be morality. If you think that there should be democracy, and if you believe that there should be mature democracy, then there should be a balance between your breaking news and censorship. Thank you.
Thank you for the fired speech, sir. Do we have... Right, did Shahid ask a question before? This gives my mind. Kostur has. Can anybody from the organizers confirm?
Hello.
Yes, that is the only question. Like, that's the first question.
Okay. So, Shahid, the stage. Sheikh Shahid, the stage is yours.
Okay, so Shahid Ahmed, right? You tell that media cannot do anything. So, in your opinion, what should be the steps to be taken against those if they are studying communal hatred or creating sedition among us?
First of all, I don't need to take any kind of action because there are already censorship board, news broadcasting agencies there. If someone is violating some news media, either by breaking news or either by doing something, they have their penalty system, they have their legal system. So that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you for that question. Thank you for that brilliant answer. Let's move on to the next speaker. Mukhar Ghosh against the motion. Do we have Mukhar Ghosh?
No, we don't have Mukhar Ghosh with us.
We don't have Mukhar Ghosh with us. Then we go to Arundhati against the motion. Do we have Arundhati with us? Arundhati Dubey. Yes, ma'am. The stage is yours.
Yeah, thanks. Greetings to each one of you out there. This is me, Arundhati, and here I am to speak against emotion. The advent of Indian media and the history that it holds has played a vital role in India's struggle to freedom and afterhood. Renownedly known as the fourth pillar of democracy, this Indian media has played a vital role to align people with their rights and their duties. So, I have seen most of us talking about Arnab Goswami, and he was throughout the speech, and Republic TV was throughout the speech. So, I would want to bring that point. Are you all not a part of certain pattern of consumerism? The theory of demand and supply lies here. That what you demand is eventually what is being served to you. Now, I would like to explain the concept of breaking news. What basically breaking news are? Don't you see discount boards at various supermarkets at 70% off over certain items, and you get attracted to it? Now it is up to you that how much you would dig into it. So this media has played a vital role in providing good governance, and the media trials at some places have played a positive impact over these people, over the government and the police body to be very fair about the trials they take. I would want to bring that in our minds that we as a people, we have a habit of consuming something which is very negative, and we have a certain pattern of consumerism that we go behind something which is very flashy and we leave something which is very dark and very shady, because it is up to us that what we consume. We have our mobile phones, we have our laptops, we have access to various information throughout. Now it is up to us that what we choose to procure. So I would just want to quote a very famous quote from Stephen Covey that every human has four endowments: self-awareness, conscious, independent will, and creative imagination. These gives us the ultimate human freedom, the power to choose, to respond, and to change. So now it is up to you that you would run behind the ideologies of Gauri Lankesh or Arnab Goswami. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the speech, ma'am. We have question from Ritika Singh. This is a peculiar moment. Both of them have Please, ma'am, you just give me a second.
Okay. Sorry.
Question before, but Shahid, it seems, was first with the question. Oh no, that was from the previous one. I'm very sorry.
Okay.
Do we have another? Oh, Ritika is the sole questioner, I guess. Can anybody from the organizers confirm?
Yes, she's the only person to ask the question.
She's the only person. Okay, Ritika, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you, moderator. So my question to you, Arundhati, is you talked about consumerism and we get what we want. And if people's will is the ultimate, then isn't mobbing should be legalized? If people's will is the ultimate, then shouldn't all the IPC laws that we have are just a waste of papers? Because if we want anything, we can do anything. So what are your thoughts about that, about consumerism?
Yeah. First of all, I would like you to be very selective about my statement. That if I am talking about people's will, it is under the jurisdiction of the law. First of all, it has to work under the jurisdiction. Secondly, the things that we have to have that rationality, right? If I am talking about democracy, I am talking about the responsibility that comes thereafter. So everything has to be aligned to our responsibilities, and we need to have that access to our responsibilities and argue towards anything that comes. Opinion, I hope I did justice to your question. Thank you.
Another fiery answer, a well-crafted question. We move on to the next participant. We are also in a very peculiar situation because we seem to have run. Shabnam Sultana, is she with us?
No, she's not with us.
Shabnam Sultana is not with us. Muntazir Alam, is he with us?
No, he's not here.
Muntazir Alam is not here. So we only have a single speaker against the motion, that is Ashutosh Jha. Do we have Ashutosh Jha here?
Yes, we have it.
Ashutosh Jha, sir. Motion, the stage is all yours.
सम्मानीय मंच तथा इस वाद विवाद प्रतियोगिता में जो भी प्रतिभागीगण भाग ले रहे हैं सभी को मेरा अभिवादन। आज इस सदन में हम जिस मुद्दे पर चर्चा कर रहे हैं उसका टॉपिक है कि आर न्यूज चैनल्स ब्रेकिंग रूल्स टू बी ब्रेकिंग न्यूज। सबसे पहले हमें ये जानना होगा कि भारतवर्ष में कोई भी ऐसा हार्डकोर रूल नहीं है मीडिया हाउसेस के लिए कि उन्हें जिस रूल्स को फॉलो करना हो। अच्छा, अभी जो भी प्रतिभागीगण इस वाद विवाद प्रतियोगिता में भाग लिए उनके लिए पूरा पन्ना का गाइडलाइंस दिया गया, लेकिन मुझे नहीं लगता कि इस प्रतिभागी जो भी एक पैनल था उसमें से 50% लोग भी पूरे रूल बुक को पढ़े होंगे। उनके मन में जो सबसे पहली इच्छा रही होगी वो ये रही होगी कि हम किसी भी तरह इस प्रतियोगिता को जीत जाए, क्योंकि ये जो सदी में हम निवास कर रहे हैं 20वीं सदी में, ये प्रतियोगिता की सदी है। यहाँ सब कोई प्रथम आना चाहता है, सब कोई स्पर्धा में विलीन है, और इसीलिए ये पूरा अधिकार हर एक न्यूज चैनल को है कि वो लोग अपने कंपटीटर मीडिया हाउसेस को पछाड़ कर सबसे आगे टीआरपी में आ जाए। दूसरी बात कि अगर आज एसएनएस एकेडमिक सोसाइटी यहाँ पर मीडिया हाउसेस के गतिविधियों पर चर्चा कर रही है, तो ये जो हमें आजादी मिली है ये लोकतंत्र की वजह से मिली है, और इसी लोकतंत्र का चौथा स्तंभ जो है वो मीडिया हाउसेस को माना जाता है। तो अगर हम एक लोकतांत्रिक देश में लोकतांत्रिक अधिकारों का मीडिया हाउसेस अपने कार्यों के वजह से पूरे भारतवर्ष के निवासियों के मन में ऐसी एक व्यवस्था, ऐसे एक विश्वास जगाने में सफल हुई है कि अगर कहीं पर कुछ गलत होते जिससे हमारे घर में कोई गुंडे आ जाते हैं, अगर बगल में कोई रेड हो जाता है, तो हम सर्वप्रथम जो है पुलिस से पहले मीडिया को ढूंढते हैं, क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि अगर मीडिया हाउसेस यहाँ पर पहुंच गई है तो हमें न्याय मिल पाएगा। इसके लिए उदाहरण पेश करना चाहूंगा, पंजाब का जेसिका लाल केस आप सभी को याद होगा, जहाँ पर वहां पर एक हाई प्रोफाइल मर्डर था, वहां पर जो है हाई कोर्ट ने उसको एक्विट कर दिया था, दोष करार दे दिया था। उसके बाद इंडियन ट्रायल के द्वारा उसे दोषी साबित किया गया था। अगर हम रूल की बात करें तो फिर मीडिया हाउस को ट्रायल नहीं चलना चाहिए था, क्योंकि कोर्ट ने उसे निर्दोष साबित कर दिया था, लेकिन उसके बाद भी मीडिया हाउस के ट्रायल की वजह से उस दोषी को सजा मिली थी। इसी इसलिए हर एक मीडिया हाउस का सर्वप्रथम ये सामाजिक और नैतिक कर्तव्य है कि वो समाज में हो रही घटनाओं को सर्वप्रथम देश के नागरिकों तक पहुंचाए, ना कि वो रूल बुक को करे। और भारतवर्ष में ऐसी कोई हार्डकोर रूल है भी नहीं, इसलिए हम यहाँ पर ये सवाल नहीं खड़ा कर सकते हैं। और यहाँ को लोकतांत्रिक व्यवस्था को बनाए रखते हुए हर एक व्यक्ति लोगों तक पहुंचाने का पूर्ण अधिकार है। धन्यवाद। अगर कोई रिवर्टल हो तो
pleasant pace of change, a beautiful speech. Sheikh Shahid would like to ask a question. I can't see anyone else. Raise their hands. Shahid, the stage is yours.
Okay. So, भैया आपने अगर स्पीच हिंदी में दिया तो मैं भी आपसे हिंदी में सवाल पूछना चाहूँगा। जैसे आपने कहा, नहीं, मुझे हिंदी बहुत अच्छी आती है। तो जैसे आपने कहा कि प्रतियोगिता का समय है ये, तो प्रतियोगिता में हर कोई प्रथम आना चाहता है, ये आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा, सही बात है। लेकिन अगर इस प्रतियोगिता के आड़ में जीतने के लिए अगर कोई गलत काम करे या किसी को ठेस पहुंचाए तो उस हिसाब से क्या करना चाहिए?
जवाब दो।
बिल्कुल।
मैंने कहा कि आजादी के बाद से अभी तक भारतवर्ष में कोई ऐसा रूल इस तरह विशेष करके बना ही नहीं मीडिया हाउस के लिए। जब 26/11 हुआ था मुफ्ती एक्ट, उसके बाद सबसे पहले IBF ने कुछ रूल्स निर्धारित किए थे, लेकिन उसके बाद भी मीडिया हाउस के लिए कोई विशेष रूल्स नहीं आया। हाँ, मैं मानता हूँ कि आज के युग में कुछ मीडिया हाउस का ये यूएस की राजा है कि वो कुछ रूल्स को ताक पर नहीं मानता हूँ, उन्हें रूल्स को फॉलो करना चाहिए, लेकिन उससे पहले हमें उनके लिए रूल्स बुक को फॉलो बनाने की मांग रखना चाहिए कि उनके लिए एक परफेक्ट रूल बुक गाइडलाइंस आनी चाहिए। और मीडिया हाउस भारतवर्ष का एक ऐसा स्तंभ है जहां पर वो अगर रूल बुक को पढ़ने में समय जाया करेंगे तो शायद वो सही समय पर वो देश के हर नागरिक तक नहीं पहुंच पाएंगे। इसलिए उन्हें इस मामले में थोड़ी सी छूट देना चाहिए। बाकी हर मीडिया हाउसेस के अंदर इतनी सामाजिक और नैतिक कर्तव्य को एहसास होता है कि वो ऐसा कोई गलत कदम नहीं उठाएंगे जिससे सामाजिक शांति या सामाजिक
शुक्रिया भाई।
Thank you for that answer. Fiery speech. One more time. It would seem like we have finally run out of participants. So I'll just call upon the non-attendees one more time in hopes. Muhammad Muntasir Alam, is he there? Organizers confirm.
No, he's not here.
And Shakti Shivam, is he here?
No, we don't have it.
Have him?
No, we don't have it.
We did not have him. Shabnam Sultana, do we have him there? Here.
We don't have her too.
We don't have her there. So I guess that would be the end of the debate. And it was wonderful. Every one of the speakers have been absolutely incredible. They have given their utmost, and as we have told from the beginning, our plan was very clear. It was not about the winners, it was not about the competition, but it was about learning, and it has been, I can affirm that it has been a learning experience for me. Thank you, the organizers, for organizing and to tally their marks, and I'll pass on to the organizing committee for their words. Organizers, can we have you here?
Soumojit Saha. Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, sir, I would like you to speak on this topic since you are also one of the best speakers of our college. So, please shed some light.
That was a flattery, that was uncalled for. But first of all, this topic, it's a very interesting topic from the organizers. So I would very graciously accept the opportunity to speak on the topics. Now, First of all, I personally feel that there has been a disconnect between the participants and the idea that we wanted to convey through the topic at hand. When we say that media houses are breaking rules to provide us breaking news, after the sensationalism of the matter passes, it's not rules per se. I personally think the topic has been a bit badly worded in order to have a very catchy phrase or a very sensational topic. It has been phrased a little bit wrong. What we're talking about is not rules. What we're talking about, the right word for it would be ethics. Rules are only there if there are a certain it's everything, response to everything, but we don't have a codified law prohibiting or allowing the actions of media houses. What we have are ethics. And ethics, ladies and gentlemen, are eternal. There are no limits to where ethics can go. A thing can either be ethically correct or a thing can either be ethically wrong. There cannot be anything that is morally ambiguous if we are looking for an ethically correct thing. Hence, participants, or what I personally wanted to hear, or what if I was a member of this committee as a participant, as a debater, what I would have liked to see is, what I would have liked to shed light on is how the media houses are breaking the ethics of journalism. We all know that you have to go to school for becoming a journalist. You have to go to school for it. You have to learn the tricks of the trade. You have to learn the various things that involve a journalist. And then they will teach you what becomes of a journalist. Mute yourself. It's very distracting. I'm very sorry. Can you mute yourself?
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. So coming back to where I was, yes, the ethics, what becomes of a journalist. Ladies and gentlemen, there's certain things that present day journalists do that do not become even of a human. A human being is not supposed to do these things that we see on national TV today. Blatant disregard for gentlemanly behavior. We see blatant disregard for the truth. We see widespread lack of manners throughout. And one of the participants actually mentioned this. The great Arnab Goswami drugs door debacle that we saw a couple of days ago. What it stemmed for is even more heinous. This is a person that is milking the death of a young actor. Before an actor, a young person has committed suicide. This person was at the last ropes of his mental well-being and has sadly passed away. And a reporter, a so-called reporter, spent 2 months trying to peddle conspiracy theories. This is not becoming of an
Can you please take care of this?
Yes, the meeting. Please mute the people. Yes, thank you very much. But Where was I? Yes. It's not unbecoming of him as a journalist. It's unbecoming of him as a human being. Now I get that media is supposed to report on the news. The media often covers very unpleasant, what do you say, incidents. But we must not forget to be human in the pursuit of being the first to report, in pursuit of what a lot of the audience members have said. TRP. Now I realize that I've been speaking against the motion, for the motion for a while now. I'm a moderator. But to me, because I've been debating for so long, and because I am also, by definition, a human being, this is not a topic that has anything against the motion. I thoroughly congratulate the people who spoke against the motion today. They did it so creatively. For me personally, I could not have done this. I would have dropped out of the debate, unfortunately. But for me, this is a topic that doesn't bear debating. This is a topic where we are debating against common humility, common gentlemanly behavior, common manners. That is what I personally would interpret the topic to be. Are the news channels breaking the rules of civility to bring us breaking news? That is how I personally would have interpreted the debate. But this debate was not that. This was solely my interpretation that I've been talking about. But this debate was not that. This debate was simply that are the news channels breaking the rules to give us breaking news? And if we go by that particular phrasing, if we take that as our hill to die on, per se, then I could say that no, they aren't. Because as one of the members here so eloquently put it, there are no rules. There are no rules per se. There are no legal codifications. There are no implicit rules like please tie the seatbelt while driving. These are rules that are codified, and these are rules that are implicit. Also, there are no rules regarding the behavior of journalists except common civility rules that we have an unspoken social contract amongst our people on. So, if there are no rules, there is no question of breaking those rules. I forgot the name of the person who said that, but I personally would like to congratulate him for hitting the right on the head of the nail. It's such an eloquent, such a well put speech and such a well thought of point. And I believe I'm overstaying my welcome. I am pretty sure after an hour or so of debating, you don't want a random guy to keep rambling. And with that, I would like to end. I would say it's a speech. Yeah. So I would like to end my rambling here. Thank you once more for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this wonderful thing. Thank you to the judges. I believe they have already tallied the marks and everything. Thank you to all the participants. You've been beyond wonderful. So far it's one of the best Sunday evenings I've spent in a long, long time. Thank you very much. That'll be it for today. And now I would like to ask the judges to give their point of view on the topic. Excellent debaters as they are. I'm sure we'll gain very, very insightful points from them. And I'd like to call upon Ms. Shalini Chakraborty for speaking a few lines on the topic. The stage is all yours, ma'am.
Yes, can I just get a second to send my marks to the organizers? If the other judge can continue for the while, I'll just be back in a while.
Yes, ma'am. We'll ask the other judge. Mr. Sujato Datta, we'd like to call upon you for speaking a few lines on the topic.
Yeah. Am I audible? And I am guessing I'm visible, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Hello everyone. Pretty good debate, given the size of the debate and the motion that was there. I think I don't really have much to say after so many speakers have spoken. Just a few things as general advice that you can take. All this is very humbly offered because I myself am someone who is still in his third year of study, and as is evident, quite a lot of you are quite elder than me. So I think a few notes that I have made throughout the debate is something I would like you guys to tell is when you see a motion like this, that I think it has already been pointed out that it's a little dicey motion when they say that news channels are breaking rules to make breaking news. I think what you can do is divide news channels into two sectors. We actually do have two blocks of news channels which are present in India right now. One block is the Republic TV block, as we like to call it, where it's rather pro-government. I know it's not really pro-government. Pro-government would mean that they support government policies and stuff, but it's not all they do. They also go ahead spurring hate narratives. Another example of that would be this online magazine called Swaraj. It runs out of things to say and starts blabbering about a lot of unnecessary things. On the other hand, we do have channels which are tagged as left liberals by these Republicans, like Republic TV people, but are not exactly left liberal. You'll realize that they also have their selling point as well, and they also have their own convenient methods. So I think that when you're defining media, when you're talking about media, when you're talking about news channels as a whole, it then becomes very important to create this distinction, because then you can also create the distinction between a news channel and a news reporter. We often have seen the case that reporters are quitting news channels because they are being forced to report a certain event, right? So you can also say that, okay, news channels are breaking rules. By the way, in my book, pressurizing a reporter to report something unethically also counts as breaking a rule. News channels are breaking rules, news reporters are not. Of course, a very convenient way out of it is to say that, okay, some news reporters are honest and some are dishonest, but this is one way you can frame it. The second thing I would ask you guys to do is, in any debate, which is such a long drawn debate, let's say any debate above 10 or 15 speakers, after a certain point, things get a little repetitive, and that's not your fault, that's the point. Right? So, one more thing, and I'm sure you will develop this ability as you debate more and more, is to continuously think on your feet. The thing that we call think on our feet is to keep in track of the debate and think of other ideas that you can bring forth to the table, right? I'm pretty sure there are plenty of other examples that you can give instead of circling around the one example of what the Tablighi Jamaat is. If you see how a very interesting example, which was unfortunately not really discussed in this debate, was how the farmers' agitation is being painted as a pro-Khalistani agitation by a lot of media channels, right? It's something that you could have done. And what exactly is breaking news? What is it breaking? What is that news breaking? That news is breaking two things. Primarily, it's breaking our distracted attention into something else. Also, it is breaking a certain kind of stability in society, and something huge has happened, right? So I think these are points that you can think about. And so one additional thing that I would like you to do is that when you're creating a speech for, let's say, 3 minutes, what you should ideally do is create a speech, let's say, for 2 minutes or 2 minutes 10 seconds, and keep in hand 50 or 40 seconds to come up with additional material regarding the debate. That is something which comes as really attractive and appealing to the judges, and they can mark you. Otherwise, I think I am a lenient marker. I have marked everything quite well. So, yeah, good luck with the debate, and it was really a good debate, and certainly a really Sunday afternoon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. for that amazing advice for our budding debaters. They would be very grateful for that. And now I'd like to call upon Shalini Chakraborty with a few words on the topic.
A very good evening to everyone. It was really a very enjoyable debate, and we came up with a lot of interesting ideas, we came up with a lot of interesting points, but as Sujato pointed out that after a certain point, it started getting a little repetitive. Again, not your fault, but what I would suggest, adding to what Sujato said, is that keep more than 3-4 points. Like he said that you keep your speech a little bit shorter so that you can add on. So I just, deviate from that and say that keep a little bit more points so that if you see that 3 of your points have been spoken earlier by other people, you can, have the 3 backup points as your primary points, because even if you say some good points, but if they have been spoken earlier, you might lose out on the marks because you're not thinking on your feet again. So it's important to also, not to just wait for your rebuttal turns to mock someone else's speech. You can refer to someone's speech while you are giving yours, and if you have any point against that, you can point that out, which is something that I did not see much, because that kind of shows how you are interacting, because debate is also about interacting. You just don't memorize a speech or kind of prepare a speech and present it. That would be presentation, that would be speech. But when we are debating, it's essentially dialogues. It essentially means that you have to interact with your other people. So inculcate that a little bit more, and I would say it was really amazing. But one thing that I saw in a very few people, but I would want everyone to work on that, is that whenever you're getting a topic, pick out the keywords. Like in this topic, breaking rule, breaking news, media houses, all of these were keywords. Pick on them, especially if you're against the motion. It's easy. If you're against the motion, if you pick on certain words and you just dissect 1 or 2 words, you try and cut through 1 or 2 words and show that these words are not fitting in the motion, you can actually get away with that. So it's very important to analyze each of the words. So you can just talk about media houses, and as Sujato was pointing out, how we can divide them into blocks. You can also talk, when you were talking about consumerism, you should have pointed out, I won't say should have, you could have pointed out independent media houses like Print or The Wire, who are doing really good job of on the field they are going and digging some very important things up for us. So also you could have just analyzed breaking rule, as our moderator also pointed out, as to what constitutes a rule when we are living in a civic society, what exactly are the rules we need to follow. And there are certain times when we need to go beyond the rules in order to get a correct news. There are certain times we go deliberately out of the line so as to make a thing sensational. So where do we draw the mark? Where do we draw the line? So that is where the question lies, and that is how you question the motion. Instead of just talking about taking the motion very seriously and analyzing, researching on the motion and talking just about that, you need to analyze the motion a little bit. Take every motion cynically. Every motion has some loopholes that you can, sneak through and break through. So a little bit more consciousness regarding the motion would be great. বাংলায় বলছি বিকজ অনেকজন বাংলা স্পিকার ছিল, খুব ভালো বলেছে বাংলা, হিন্দি দুটো ভাষা, 3টে ভাষা, স্পেশালি ইংলিশ অফকোর্স, 3টে ভাষাতেই we could hear some really good speakers. So it was really good that for the organizers যে তোমরা 3টে ভাষায় রেখেছো, it's a really good thing. Everyone should be allowed to speak in the language they're comfortable in. So and yes, someone talked about subjectivity. যে আমরা কোনটা দেখবো সেটা তো আমাদের ব্যাপার, কোনটা আমার কাছে ব্রেকিং নিউজ হবে সেটা আমাদের এন্টায়ারলি আমাদের একটা পার্সোনাল ওপিনিয়ন। সেই এরকম অ্যানালিসিসই আমি বলছি। তো আর একটু বেশি অ্যানালিসিস অফ দ্য মোশন, and you all are great debaters already in bloom, so go out bright and shine. That's all.
I think ma'am is done. Thank you for your words. And I would call upon the participants here that these are all words of wisdom gained from countless debates throughout the years. These are words of experience. These are the words of your elders. We generally have a bad experience when it comes to elders, but I can assure you that these are some points that you should take to heart. If you want to continue with your debating skills, if you want to continue working on them, because these were excellent points. And everybody was absolutely phenomenal today. There's no question that it was a debate that had quality, and I'd like to thank all of you for participating one more time. And we'll be waiting for the results. They'll be out soon. We're just crunching the numbers, and we'll be back. Please wait.
I think with this taper moment, we need to do a confidence call with the judges. Okay, so the participants are advised to stay back here in the meeting. We will declare the winners right after this.
While we are calculating the results, what we can do is we can open the field. If someone could not say all their points because the time was limited, we can have an open field right now and they can battle it out.
Yes, that's an excellent idea. Is anybody
can just join us on a conference call for a minute?
Yes, I am.
Hira, please take the call.
Okay.
Moderator, you may continue with the session.
Yes. Okay. So, the participants that are here, are there any questions that you'd like to throw? Are there any points that you would like to clarify? Is there a challenge for anybody in particular that you want to challenge? Or maybe I am open for a challenge right now. So if anybody wants to engage in a discussion, if anybody wants to have a chat about the topic. Yes, Mr. Anand.
তো আজকে আমি দেখলাম যে সবাই ডিবেট করছে, ডিবেটটা মিডিয়া নিয়ে করছে, বাট টপিকটা ছিল কিন্তু অন্য টপিকটা ছিল কিন্তু ব্রেকিং নিউজ নিয়ে। প্রত্যেকটা টপিক ইজ ভেরি স্পেসিফিক। তো এই ব্যাপারে তোমার কি মতামত?
So I have given a 3-minute plus speech about this right now. The thing is that as the judges have been said, they're probably better judges of the matter rather than me. But what I personally felt was, can I stop interjecting once? Can I close my camera?
Mr. Moderator.
Yes.
Soumojit Saha.
Yes.
Once we're done with the speech, we have the convener of the society and the vice chairperson. So you might just ask them to say a few words after the
Of course.
The convener and the vice chairperson.
Yes. If I can answer the question first. Is that okay with you, Shrodhi? Okay. So I'll be very brief, but what I personally
Soumojit, just please ask the convener once you're done. Okay, the vice chairperson had some issues. I think he's outside, so he won't be able to say.
Definitely. Okay, we'll be calling upon the convener after this, right there. So Shalini, yes. What I personally felt was that a lot of you had missed the mark of this debate. In many ways, more than one ways, you missed the mark of the debate. And what the mark was that we're talking about breaking news, we're talking about breaking rules, and I have already said about the rules versus ethics thing that I had a personal edge about. So, about the breaking news one, not everything is breaking news. You're very correct about that. Not everything is breaking news. There are certain things that do not classify as breaking news, but very sensationalism. Like, say, the matter of the elephant. It turned out to be a big fake thing. It was just an accident, a mere accident. But it was running the whole national news cycle for days on end. It was amplified by social media. It's turned into somehow a breaking news, something that we must know. Must break away from the cycles of our daily life to pay our attention on, which was as tragic as the matter is. It's not. It's not. I might sound very heartless to say this, but me being a person living in West Bengal, an elephant dying in Kerala is not something that I would personally bother myself with. But then again, there are people who are out to make a profit, and we are the people who help them make the profit. And it's a tragic state of affairs, the present news cycle, but it is what it is, I guess. And that is primarily the point of the debate, which went astray a little bit. But then again, fair effort from everybody, pay attention to the points that the judges pointed out, improve yourself, and debate from this side. And now I'll ask the convener of our academic society to come and speak a few words. Ma'am, if you will. She has been personally, I've seen her put in a lot of effort into doing these things and making these things a reality. So ma'am, if you would come, join us and speak a few words of encouragement, your opinions about the present day ceremony, it'll be great. The stage is all yours, ma'am.
Thank you, Soumojit, for your sweet words. I'm really grateful, everyone for their support and belief. First of all, good evening. Sorry couldn't join in from the beginning, but did take a look now and then. Hope you people had an amazing time debating. So happy to actually see that all this is happening. You guys are setting the bar high every day. You are setting the bar high. Even our judges, I was so engrossed listening to them, even Shalini, Chakraborty ma'am, Sujato Datta. I guess they have just highlighted. Even the moderator, yes, Soumojit, even things you said was really things that really need to be highlighted. As I said, each one of you are so talented, so blessed. Last time you had an amazing workshop from Speaking Arts Club, and now this great event. I really wish to see more and more students participating from next time. Lastly, may the best contender win. That's all. Thank you.
I think that is it from our moderator, from our convener, ma'am. And I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of us here for this wonderful evening. Now, if we are prepared with the results, can anybody from the organizing committee confirm? Are we ready with the results?
Yes, Soumojit, we are ready with the results. The judges just joined back and the in charge as well. They will announce the results.
Yes, we will announce the results very soon. And I'd like to remind everybody, in spite of what the results are, you all have been absolutely amazing. I keep saying that again and again because I believe it from the bottom of my heart. Absolutely amazing, phenomenal performances from everybody involved. Be proud of you, have a go, and that'll be it. I think the judges are here, the organizers are also here. I'll take my leave from now, keep my mouth shut, and pass it over to you all.
Yeah, I'll just make a short request before we announce the results. That is, if the participants, everyone in the meeting, if you can turn on your cameras, we would like to take some pictures. And also see your faces while we are announcing the results. If we could applaud for the winners. If it's possible, for whoever it is possible. I think everyone present in the meeting did turn on their camera while speaking. So I think it is possible for you people to turn it on now. It would be really
such a benefit. It's been far too long.
Yeah. Okay, so turn on your cameras and we can go ahead with the results now.
Okay, am I audible? I'm guessing everyone's here. Yes, sir. Okay. So guys, once again, wonderful debate, and of course, congratulations to all as well for organizing such a wonderful debate and running everything so smoothly throughout the debate, starting from the communications till the end. Okay, as a whole. But without further ado, let's not keep you guys any long. So I think we have three categories of awards. Correct me if I'm wrong once again. We have our best interjector. We have runners-up on both sides. There is a runner-up for the motion, runners-up against the motion, and then we have the best speaker for the best speaker against. I will announce the best interjector and the runner-up speaker. Shalini will announce the best speakers that is champion in the debate. So I think we have unanimously decided that we give the best interjector of this debate of Dialectic 2021 to all of the team. Can we please have a round of applause for her? Congratulations, all of the team. We really hope you keep asking such brilliant questions in debates, which are very important to get perspectives on speeches, particularly on debates which have shorter spans of speaking. So let's move on to the runners-up now. So for the runners-up on the proposition side, that is for the motion, we have Anukriti. Congratulations, Anukriti, for having runners-up. Huge round of applause. It's been a long and grueling debate. And Anukriti, really, from my side, congratulations on how you kept your cool absolutely perfectly despite losing connection at the beginning of the debate and came back to your wonderful speech. Really, congratulations for that. On the against side, it is the opposition side. Runners-up speaker against the motion for Dialectic 2021. We have Kostur. Congratulations, Kostur. We really liked the speech and how it's very fluently and Bengali. With this, I pass on the floor to Shalini to announce the best speakers.
Shalini, you are not audible.
Ma'am? I think there was some network trouble. She'll be joining us soon again. A little bit, guys, a little bit. Wait a breath.
It's almost time. We'll be announcing the result.
Yes, that was some unexpected. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So that was some unexpected, what should I say, suspense that I did not intend. So sorry. So I think the judges unanimously agreed to the best speakers. So on the proposition side, that is for the motion, the best speaker is, any guesses? Should we take guesses? Let's not. The best speaker is Ritika Singh. Very talented. I'm highly appreciative. Yeah.
Thank you.
And against the motion is Ritoban Sarkar, another fiery speech. Yes.
It's resounding good.
And how he interpreted the motion is really commendable. I think both the winners, how they interpreted the motion is really commendable. Yes, so very good evening to all of you. I think we'll be signing off now. All the organizers.
The special mention judges, if you can.
Yes, we had a few special mentions. I think Arundhati again is one of the shout-outs. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes. And
Arundhati missed the podium by just 1 mark. She missed the podium by just 1 mark.
That's always a heartbreaker. It's always a heartbreaker.
yes, and if there is any other shout-out, please just remind me. I'm losing my track. I think that was yeah. That is all from my side. Thank you for such a lovely evening. Yes.
We would like to take a picture.
Thank you so much.
One till next.
We'd like to take one picture.
Can anyone help me out on how to make it, like how to increase the time here, like how to get everyone in?
Yeah, if you're using a laptop, you can go to the 3 dots you have at the bottom of the screen, and then there is an option called change layout.
India. Okay. Thank you.
And then you increase the dial. If it's 16, you can make it 30 and so on.
Okay, I just made it 49. Great. Okay. Okay, everyone smile. Thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you for the lovely evening.
Thank you all. Special thanks to our both our judges, Shalini, Chakraborty. Thank you, Shalini Dee.
Thank you, the organizers. It was, as Sujato has also pointed out, it was a really smoothly conducted debate. Very rare ones these days that we are having online because so many glitches, so many miscommunications we see. So this was really one of the few very well conducted debates.
We are obliged to hear that. Thank you, Sujato. We thank our second judge, Mr. Sujato Datta. Thank you so much for joining us. We thank both our judges for taking us time and agreeing to be part of our event. And we would like to thank our moderator, Soumojit Saha. Thank you so much, Soumojit Saha.
I hardly did it.
No, you made this very good, like very lively. Thank you so much. Now I would like to extend my thanks to our chairperson, Sir Shubhashri Banerjee. Without his support, this wouldn't have been possible. Then our vice chairperson, Amman Arif Ansari. Thank you, Amman. Then comes our Secretary General, Shoradip Ghosh. He has been a great support, especially to me. Thank you, Shoradip. Thank you so much.
A teammate of mine, and I've teamed up with him on countless debates. Wonderful ally, wonderful person.
Thank you, Hira. Thank you,
Shoradip. And I would also like to thank our convener, Shehnaz Najreen. Thank you, Shehnaz Ji. Special thanks would also go to our graphic team, Mayuk Banerjee, Dibanjan Paul, and Samrat Khan, for giving us such an eye-catching posters. Thank you so much. You guys are actually the backbone. Then I would like to thank our streamer, basically the person who made it possible for us to stream on YouTube. Thank you so much, Ayan Gomez, and our entire promotion team, Silpa Kami, MBS Hindra, Sucheta Singaroy, Mahashwata Sarkar. Thank you so much for promoting our event. We thank you from the bottom of our heart. Then I would like to thank my semester representatives, without whose support this wouldn't have been possible. They have done marvelous job. We would like to thank Diya Karji, Suhana Tarafdar, Shreya Pandey and Humayra Suranki. Thank you so much, dear semester representatives. I would also like to extend my thanks to all the members of the Academic Society of Surendranth Law College, because we work as a team, we work as a family. Thank you so much for always supporting. And lastly, I would just like to congratulate all the winners and the achievers, but also like to say that you all of those who have participated today, you all are winners. Because it takes a lot of guts to come out of the crowd and participate in a debate. So thank you so much for making this event even more good. We thank you, all the participants. Thank you so much. And with this, I would like to end this session.
I would take a moment, Hira. I would take a moment.
Yes, yes.
Also like to thank Quarantine Stories for collaborating with us.
Yes, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
From the very starting. They have been from the very starting. They are our delivery partner, our knowledge partner for this event, Quarantine Stories. And I would request if Mr. Rishabh Chatterjee is here. I don't know if he is here. It's a meeting.
I think he has left.
Yeah, he was here by the way. I saw him.
Okay. So in this instance, I think I can ask Shalini Dee. She's in the core committee of the Quarantine Stories. She's also one of their main members to say something about Quarantine Stories.
Okay, so
Shalini Dee, first of all, I would like to interrupt. I'm so sorry for missing out that. That was the first part.
That is absolutely alright. There are so many people to thank. It's impossible to remember everything. It's absolutely.
We cordially thank our event collaborator, Quarantine Stories. Thank you so much. And on behalf of entire society, we would like to thank you. And looking forward for further collaboration.
That's collaborations, definitely.
Yes.
Same here, same here.
And
We'll just take a moment to talk about quarantine stories for those uninitiated to it. So we are a bunch of enthusiastic people who started this audio stories platform on Facebook. So quarantine stories started during the quarantine period because we were all bored and jobless, and now we have almost made it a full-time passion. So we record stories, we upload stories with appropriate background music and posters. And currently we're also interviewing some artists who are shining in their own fields. আমরা ফুটকার ইন্টারভিউ করেছি, আমরা অথর কৌশিক মজুমদারের ইন্টারভিউ করেছি, আমরা গ্রাফিক ডিজাইনার পিনাকিদের ইন্টারভিউ করেছি, আমরা যাদবপুর ইউনিভার্সিটির অ্যাসোসিয়েট প্রফেসর ঈশান চক্রবর্তীর ইন্টারভিউ করেছি, and we will be offering some more. So just go out, check out our page on Facebook, and that will be more than it.
Yes, I also request everyone to go and check this page out. This is really, really, really interesting, and I myself, I follow this page.
Thank you, Rana. And thank you, Shoradev.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dee. So now I would like to end our session.
Yes. And, yeah.
Have a good year ahead, everyone.
Get the session over. And for those who are still there, do follow our new YouTube channel. This is the first time our event got streamed on our channel. It's the first post on our YouTube channel. So whoever has not subscribed, go there, press the bell icon. I feel like a YouTuber asking for subscriptions right now. Okay, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Okay, so please do that, and also do follow our Facebook page and our Instagram handle, Academic Society of SLLC. And that will be all. Thank you.